everybody. Welcome back to Talk With Nia. So, is JT finally considering going solo or dropping solo projects? Because this has been a topic for quite some time, all right? Now, the City Girls basically made a name for themselves. They are a rap duo, okay? And the group consists of Young Miami and JT. Now, their careers took off unexpectedly in 2017 after their diss track called F That N went viral. And this eventually led to an uncredited appearance on Drake Billboard's chart song called In My Feelings. And then we all just kind of started to figure out who the City Girls are, and it went crazy for them, okay? Now, the City Girls continue to work their way up into the consciousness of mainstream music, and then they just began to rack up hits on various music charts. And now these two have achieved great success, not just for their music, but their fashion, their outspoken personalities. Young Miami has her own show as well, and they've also earned several wins and nominations over the years. Now, in the early days, JT and Young Miami were from Miami, right? They met as teenagers in middle school, and JT quickly determined that, they're going to be close friends, and she wanted Young Miami to rap with her. She never wanted to rap by herself, okay? And then it just became history. Both of these two girls stuck close to each other, and, they have a great relationship, and they found a lot of success in music. Now, JT has done an interview where she shared, her difficult upbringing with a drug-addicted mother, and also how she was separated from her dad and her dad's other kids, or just kind of felt like an outsider with her other siblings. So she turned to rapping, Next thing you know, they used a sample of Kia's hit song, My Neck, My Back, and that became the foundation for their debut track, F That N. And the song was a diss track aimed at their broke ex-boyfriends, and then it went viral. Then the City Girls ended up signing with Quality Control Music, and, it just went up from there. Now, despite the City Girls having so much success so early on, they just had a hard stop because JT had to go to jail, all right? Now, JT ended up turning herself into authorities and began a 2-year sentence for identity theft. She did about 15 months. But most of the City Girls' heavy lifting was placed on Young Miami during this time because she had to do shows still. She had to keep JT's name alive. She had to keep the group alive while she found out she was pregnant. And she was still trying to make sure their songs was getting played in the clubs and that they were still able to do shows. Now, while JT was in prison, the City Girls released their debut album called Girl Code. And the album had Twerk and Act Up on there. Those songs did very well for them. Cardi B was also featured on the song as well. And it just became one of their highest charting songs on the Billboard Hot 100, the Act Up song. Now, after JT's release from federal custody in March of 2020, the City Girls quickly began recording their sophomore album. JT even released a song called First Day Out when it was her first day out of jail. So they wasn't playing, they was ready to work, okay? Now, this album received a lot of positive reviews. It also had Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Doja Cat, and Yo Gotti on it. So they had a pretty good rollout with this album. But in the midst of all these years that have gone by, JT has been out of jail. Young Miami, had a son, and now she has her daughter now. And she also has been dating Diddy, So with Young Miami dating Diddy, we started to see Young Miami doing a lot of solo things, okay? So she was doing some verses by herself on songs. She also has her show Carisha Please, which is just her own solo thing that she does, which a lot of people like. Now, this also started to cause their fans and other people just to criticize the two girls, because some people are like, oh, I like Young Miami a lot more than JT. This made people feel like whatever vibe they got from the two girls, they feel like Young Miami is the more approachable one, the fun one, the nice one, the friendly one, and JT is the mean one.
She always mad. She always got an attitude. And it's like...
That really bothers you because you've said that to me even before we started.
Yeah, that really bothers me because it's like, y'all don't even know me.
So a lot of people started to compare the two girls, to each other based on personality. And a lot of people started to gravitate towards Young Miami. Young Miami started to see some success as a solo artist / solo TV show host. So we started to see Young Miami get opportunities. So that made people wonder, well, what about JT? Because people, even though people tried to say that JT's like the mean girl of the two, people also said that JT was the better rapper. So people wanted to know, like, well, if Young Miami got X, Y, and Z going on, she dating Diddy, she getting all this Diddy money, all these opportunities on Revolt TV from Diddy, right? Like, Carisha, please, what does JT have? Is JT gonna do like a solo verse or solo record and put it out there because she can rap?
Even though you can do your own individual things, here is what JT had to say and Carisha about knowing they're stronger that way.
I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do without JT. That's not my intentions. That's not what I'm on. I feel like people love us as a group, and we stronger as a group. We stronger together. And now we always had a conversation like, which is just like,
I think that and that's what I was saying earlier. JT is out the way, and me being y'all friend, it frustrates me sometimes because I'm like, Carisha, please, and she could do all that stuff, and I'm like, JT, you so motherfucking talented and so raw. Why you won't do nothing?
Right? But then we found out more information about why JT doesn't want to do anything solo. She never wanted to rap by herself. You know, she always wanted to rap with somebody, which is why she ended up asking her friend Young Miami to rap with her. Okay. But now things are changing tune a little bit, and JT may be considering, you know, dropping a solo project. Now, some may wonder, was she influenced by Nicki Minaj? She did share on an interview with Angie Martinez that it was a female rapper, later confirmed to be Nicki, that gave her a push.
It was a female, and she was a rapper, and she just got the most toughest love ever. Like, she'll tell you some shit, and the moment
This has to be Nicki.
Yeah, and you'll be like, and then you'll think about it like, she's so right. Like, you came here to you got this talent, you got this gift, you can write this down, and not many people can do this. So you need to come, and you need to do what you came to do. And you need to go as hard as you can. You can't think about outside opinions, because that's my problem.
So apparently JT also recently did an interview at Interview Magazine confirming that she's going to drop a solo project, okay? And of course, this always gets us talking like, is the City Girls over? But they have addressed this time and time again that the City Girls is not breaking up.
Say this, that you guys really trying to ride this out. Like, there's no solo projects. There's no, I mean, Lord willing, right? But there's no breakups.
No. I feel like we at a stage, we grown. We started this shit. We wasn't that young, but we were young. And it was all new to us. And I feel like we at a stage in our life where we kind of figured it out. And we are figuring out that we are powerful together and we are powerful separate. So we can make money both ways. You get what I'm trying to say?
So in this interview, basically JT confirmed that she is working on solo music. She has a new EP in the works that's going to come out after the next City Girls album, okay? So they're still saying the City Girls album is expected to drop before the end of this year. We shall see about that.
No, this month?
October 20th?
October 20th.
Can we say the name of it?
Please, let's give me the exclusive.
We might as well.
I need the exclusive.
You could say what it's called, and I'm gonna get the abbreviation.
We're getting it back here, y'all.
It's called Raw.
Raw.
Is it rich or real? But it's both. It's rich, real ass horse.
No, it's real ass horse.
Real ass horse. Raw. RAW.
And I'm with some real ass horse.
So JT says, I really want my first EP to have that raw, grungy sound. I wanted to do that for my birthday, which is December 3rd, but I think it's too soon because I'm so picky. Probably the top of next year. And she also says, yeah, I'm going to figure it out when I have the time and I have sounds that I want. But I'm a hard thinker. I want everything to be perfect. And this time I'm going to be presented by myself. So I really want it to look like everything. So this definitely makes us wonder, like, are they going solo? But honestly, I would say no. There are people who feel like she would be better going solo. But I don't know. Let's just see what happens, because they just did a performance at the BET Hip Hop Awards last night. And JT started off the performance, you know, doing one of her solo songs that she just recently dropped. And then they brought out Young Miami and they did the City Girl songs together. So I definitely think that they're just going to make money in any way possible. They're going to make money together, and they're going to make money doing individual things as well, because financially that's probably what makes sense. You know, if Young Miami could get a bag over here doing Carisha Please, why not do that? If JT can get a bag dropping an EP or dropping a solo album, why not do that, since her skill is rapping. And if they have other opportunities where brands want to work with them individually, why not get to the bag? And then they still do their stuff together. So we just have to see if they'll be able to play this out where they both still get along, they both are supportive of one another's solo projects, and they both stay consistent at making music and working together as well. So we shall see. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.